Good. Kind of a two-part question. It has to do with forgiveness. I hope I don't butcher this, but I know that Jesus said when Peter said, "How many times do I forgive?" and that kind of thing. My question, first off, is to forgive. That's sometimes hard to do. It's liberating to forgive, but unforgiveness is kind of a prison. Two-part question is how do we live to moving forward to forgive once we forgive? My philosophy is if I can forget it, it's easy to do. It's harder to do if I keep remembering on it, dwelling on it, and stuff like that. The second part of the question, then I'll let you answer and I'll shut my mouth, is what about I heard preachers preach that if you follow Christ's example, where if you ask for forgiveness, you're forgiven, but if you do not ask for forgiveness, you're not forgiven. My philosophy, once again, is I'm going to forgive irregardless if you ask for forgiveness or not, because I'd rather play it safe. And I'm pretty sure somewhere in the epistles that it says to forgive without a catch, so to speak. No, okay, I'll shut up.
All right, your thoughts.
Yeah, when it comes to forgiveness, if someone has done something wrong to you, the Bible, Jesus taught that we're to lay our gift at the altar and go to that person that we've offended and ask for forgiveness and be reconciled. Now, if somebody's done something to you and they don't want to come back to you and say, I don't care, I don't want to tell you that I did wrong, this is how I feel. And so one of those kind of attitudes. Well, you have a heart of forgiveness to forgive them if they would ask for it and confess their sin to you. But if they're not willing to, then obviously they don't feel they did anything wrong or they want to just hurt you. And then you just have to move on. There are some people that are just, they're just hurtful people. And you don't have to hang with them, okay? And you need to just realize that's who they are. But if they do come to you sincerely and say, will you please forgive me? I said this, that, and the other about you, and I apologize. I'll try to remedy it as best I can, then we're good to go. But I think also if you know they said something that was wrong, you need to confront them and say, what you did was wrong, and then see where they stand. Now they may say, oh, you're right, I was wrong, please forgive me, which is now you can be reconciled together and carry on in fellowship. But if they say, I don't care, then it is what it is. They don't care. And you don't have to keep getting beat up by people who don't care. I would say find fellowship with somebody else and move on. But our heart is ready to forgive, like the Lord's heart is always forgiving us. And yet, there's those who don't want to confess their sins, confess that they are a sinner in need of a Savior. And what is their destiny? The destiny ultimately be hell. But we have to have a conversation to make things right.